Greetings, Jazz the Medium here. I am continuing with, I'm just going to call it Ask Jazz, because these are like questions that a lot of people ask me. And another question is how I became into becoming a medium or having mediumship abilities. Well, the truth is I've been able to see spirits ever since I've known ever since I was 3 or 4. I had an imaginary friend. And my imaginary friend just happened to have the same description as my mother's sister that transitioned at the age of 6. And I had another imaginary friend who just happened to have the same description as my mother's grandfather, same name and everything. And, you know, my mom kind of helped that. You know, she allowed me to use my imagination and have imaginary friends. She would help me set the table. We would have tea parties. She would make cupcakes. If I said, Mommy, Charles is sitting right there, could nobody sit right there? You know, so she always supported me. Peace and blessings be upon her, by the way. I miss her so much. When I turned about 8 years old, maybe, I didn't see him anymore until years and years and years later. When I started to do more soul searching and meditation and praying and kind of becoming more in tune with myself, that's when the gifts came back. It's kind of funny because one night I went to sleep like I do any other night, and I'm in my sleep and I hear change jiggling. I'm like, who is jiggling change? You know? And I wake up and there's just a room full of people just looking at me. I mean, I saw Beverly, my mom's sister, she was right there. I saw Charles, he was right there. I saw this Native American man. I saw this lady that I've never seen before. I just had like maybe 5 or 6 people in my room, and the weeks following that, I was just seeing spirits everywhere, and it was so overwhelming that I would get nauseated and I would vomit, like literally, or I would get sick to the stomach. One time I almost passed out. So it took me a little bit of time, but I had to learn how to control it, because at first it was very difficult to control. It was very, very overwhelming. And after I had learned how to control it, that's when I was able to start reading others and giving readings. I think one of my first readings was actually with a close friend, a brother of mine by the name of Chris Enlighten. And one of his ancestors just kind of busted through, and I was able to describe her to him and communicate. You know, they were able to communicate through me. And that's when I really realized, like, okay, we got something here. And ever since then, you know, I've always had a passion for helping people. That's why I went into nursing. So ever since I realized that, you know, just allowing a person to hear from a loved one or receive closing is just as, you know, it's healing too. You know, I said closing, I meant closure. It's healing too. So that gave me another passion on top of my nursing, because, you know, there's a lot of people who lose people suddenly, they don't have any closure, and there's a lot of people that just need someone to talk to or just need different types of healing. You know, everything is spiritual. And sometimes being a nurse, I was so focused on pushing pills, checking vitals, pushing pills, I never actually took time to look at the spirit of the patient or individual that I'm talking to. And now I do, and I notice that it's become more wholesome. So that is how I first came into my medium. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can hit me up at www.jazzthemedium.com, or you can email me at jazzthemedium@gmail.com. And I'll surely hit you back as soon as I can to book a reading with you. I hope this video helped. More videos to come. Peace.